Man, I wish you would really stop beating yourself up for making mistakes in your business. When you're building your brand, you're going to make mistakes, man. You ain't going to do everything perfect. You're going to lose some partnerships. You're going to lose some clients. Some clients going to complain about your service. Some people going to wish that you did things differently. You may fall out with a few teammates. Now, what we don't want to do is we don't want to keep making the same mistakes over and over again, right? We don't want to live a redundant life. We don't want to keep living the same mistakes over and over again. No, we don't. But if you think that you're never going to make no mistakes in business and everything is going to be perfect and you're going to have it all figured out after the first time, then you're going to quit and give up on that business and that brand and that vision before you know it. Because you never gave yourself any mercy. You never gave yourself any grace. And I talk about this all the time, is being able to extract the lessons from the mistakes. Being able to sit with yourself long enough and say, me going through that, what did it teach me? Me going through that, what can I learn from it? How can I be better from it? I'll give you a great example, man. I outsource a lot of different things on my team, from graphics to editors, et cetera, et cetera. And I had a graphic designer on my team. Great work, where she did something in particular for a client, and the client didn't like it, right? And we were scrambling to get the work done, and so I went in a different direction and found somebody else to do it more to her liking. And I never communicated back to the original graphic designer that we weren't going that direction, so therefore she was waiting her money. And I drafted up the email letting her know we were going a different direction and we weren't going to use that design, et cetera, but I never hit send. And so I reached out to this same designer asking her to do some other work and saying, hey, I'm still going to go ahead and pay you for that job even though we didn't use it, and I want to pay you to do something else. And she said, respectfully, Z, you're a businessman. That was over 2 or 3 weeks ago, almost a month ago. You didn't communicate. I don't think I want to work with you anymore. Rightfully so. She had every right to feel that way. I couldn't even get mad when she felt that way. Now, I did explain that, hey, the client didn't even want the work. So why would we pay for something that the client didn't want, right? Breaking all of that down and saying, hey, I wasn't trying to ignore you or dipping and dodging you. I'm on tour, I'm speaking, and all of that may be true, but at the end of the day, I didn't communicate. I made a mistake. And it cost me a partnership with a good person that does some really good work. It was just a simple misunderstanding. And, a part of me, the old me, really wants to beat myself up for that mistake. Like, damn, she tripping, or damn, I'm tripping, or damn, I got to be better. All of the things, right? And all of that still may be true. But it's a part of the game. And all I can do is try my best to communicate and be better the next time around, or pray that maybe it's somebody that I'm working with that has a little more grace and mercy for me. Because I wasn't doing it with any ill intent, and luckily we were able to end on a gracious note, right? We didn't go out arguing and cussing and talking crazy to each other, because I'm not going to do that anyway. But I say that to say, like, this is a very real situation that I went through today. And God just put that message on my heart that, man, you got to stop beating yourself up for making mistakes in business. You're not going to have it all figured out. You're not going to get it right the first time. You're going to have to start over 1,000 times. You're going to lose people. You're going to lose customers. You're going to have to pivot and figure out something new. Like, it's going to always be a thing. And that's why you really got to love this entrepreneurship. That's why you got to breathe this shit. Because on those days when you do lose the customer, when you do have to start over, when it does make no sense, when you do drop the ball, when you make the mistake, you got to find a way to keep believing in the vision and believing in what you're doing and believing in what you love, even when you mess up. And I know that's a hard thing to do. I know that's easier said than done. But, man, I wish you would stop being so hard on yourself. Like, you only been doing this for a little while. Like, this is because, and even for the seasoned vets, you are allowed to make a mistake. You are allowed to fall short. You are allowed to still be on the way of figuring it out. And I just want you to know that's okay, man. Because if you keep beating yourself up and getting in your own head and starting to doubt yourself and questioning yourself, the brand won't last very long. The business won't last very long. And you have no idea how many people could be impacted and may need your business or your brand that won't talk about it, won't judge you, won't talk down on it, but they're going to love it and support it and be there for it. Even during your human moments where you mess up and make a mistake. So just know that, man, it's okay. I had to apologize when I dropped the ball earlier. I learned from it. And I'll just do a better job when I get a new graphic designer. That's just part of the game. So I just want to come on here and be really transparent and open and honest with you and just let you know, man, it's okay. Your brand is going to be just fine. Your business is going to be just fine. You're doing just fine. You're actually doing amazing. You're actually doing much better than most people would be doing by this chance with their business and their brand, because you haven't given up on it yet. So I'm proud of you for that. And I just hope that you don't allow your mistakes and your shortcomings to make you give up on something that God put into your heart to give to the world. Because we need you. Love.